Hello everyone and welcome to my 25,000 day world tour in my survival single player world. I started this world 3.5 years ago in the day that the 1.16 update came out, and so far as we can see in the statistics I have played 0.8 years, which is over 7,000 hours, and I don't AFK, so yeah, I haven't touched grass in years. And I also mine the over 30 million blocks because it's called Minecraft, you have to mine, right? I killed the 80 million piglins, but the cool thing about this world is all the builds I did, all the perimeters, and all the exclusive farms and contraptions that you can't find anywhere else. Very exclusive designs. And also I have a camel in one of my nether tunnels for some reason. And the camel is spinning very happily. Anyways, let's go to the world tour. Okay, let's start at the end. And yeah, this is my end island, or what left, or was left of it, which is nothing. We mined the whole end island, built this storage that is probably the 10th storage I built here. And on the gateways we have some villager trading halls. Not gonna show them because it's nothing special, just a bunch of villagers stuck in a one by one hole. And we also have some map yards over there. And way over there we have the Lurker's Army, the old one. And we also of course have the status of all my Twitch founders here. And we do have some cool farms in some of the gateways. I guess this one I'm gonna fly over there just so you guys can see the maps here. We have the Happy Tomato, that's my face. This is Davis Long Neck. And we have these maps to use at the Tropical Fish Pokedex. It's a very cool project I did. I will show you guys more later. And here we can see the first farm we have in one of the gateways, that is a wool farm. So we just have a bunch of sheep here and a bunch of dispensers with shears, and we get a lot of wool on these farms. That's the idea. And if we go through this other gateway here, we have a rabbit farm where I just breed a bunch of rabbits here, and when I'm waiting for them to grow up, I chop down some trees here just to do something while they are growing up, and then we can just use a looting sword and get lots of rabbit feet and all the drops they drop. This other farm is a Skulk farm, original designed by me, and you can find a link in the description for a tutorial I did for this farm. It's a pretty cool farm. And next to this we have the honey bottle farm, which has a bunch of beehives here, as you can see. Kinda lag a little bit, but yeah, we produce a lot of honey blocks here. And next to it we have this, that is a honeycomb farm. It's for honeycomb blocks mostly, that I use a lot in my Nether Hub, as we will see in a while. And I also farm some trees here while I'm waiting for the bees to produce honeycomb. And that other farm there is just to breed bees, so we can get beehives full of bees. So I could build those farms, and in case we need more beehives, we have this here. And this other contraption here is an original design for a furnace array that smelts one shulker box of items in less than 1 minute. A pretty cool design. And next we have this huge iron farm that is designed by Namebon. It's a very famous design, a lot of people use this design. I'm not gonna show you too much, but I will leave a link in the description for Namebon's tutorial for this farm. And here is an example of a trading hall. I'm not gonna show you guys all of them because it's just villagers stuck in a one by one cell. But yeah, this for example is for Fletchers, where we have all the different types of tipped arrows. We also have trading halls for clerics, masons mostly for the quartz, farmers mostly to trade the pumpkins and melons for emeralds, librarians mostly to buy glass, and fishermen mostly to buy campfires. But you can also see we have an Ender melon farm down here, so we can produce some melons and pumpkins to trade with our farmers. So yeah, that's basically it for the end. Let's go to the Nether now. Okay, here we are in the Nether, and mostly what we have here is perimeters. But let's start with the Nether Hub, right? Everyone needs a Nether Hub, and my Nether Hub is like a beehive. So each tunnel here goes to a portal or a place in the Nether. So that's the idea. Oops, the idea of my Nether Hub here. Just a bunch of tunnels in a beehive. And this tunnel here takes us to the first perimeter I mined in the Nether. That is a 420 by 420 perimeter or a blaze farm. The door opens here. There we go. We will see that's the blaze farm, and yeah, the walls are all made of gold blocks because why not? And the ceiling and the floor are completely flossed. There is zero netherrack blocks or any other blocks left here. And we have these ghasts in minecarts that push the blazes to the center of the farm, and we just kill them here. There, I turned on the farm, and now you can see the ghasts pushing the blazes, and we just get here and kill the blazes, get the XP, and the drops get collected by these hoppers. Pretty cool farm, or I guess pretty hot because it's in the nether, haha. And then we can turn off to stop the gases, and that's it. And of course, on top of the blaze farm here, we have a bee that was with us during this project that took 9 months of my life, but it's fine. It's better to see with night vision here. The gold looks more bright, and we also have a bee here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool project. I'm pretty proud of this. Next perimeter. This next perimeter is a perimeter for a froglight farm, and we actually mined this in one stream. It was a 46-hour stream that we mined this from bedrock to lava level. This one we didn't go all the way down to bedrock, but still it's a pretty cool farm here, and a really nice project that we did in, well, we did mine in one stream. To build it took a lot more time because we have this fog effect that used the over 300,000 green glass. So yeah, took a while to build this. In the next perimeter is our guest farm that we did in a chariot week. And these are the people who helped the chariot. Their names are on the wall here. And yeah, it's a cool guest farm that we can just fly around and kill guests. A little bit noisy, so let's get out of here and go to the next perimeter. This next perimeter is inspired by a TV series named The Twin Peaks. And if we go through this and press this button, we get inside the red room. And we had to mine this perimeter in a diamond shape or with diagonal walls for two reasons. First, because that's the only way to make the floor looks exactly like it looks in the series. And second, because in the series the walls are curtains, and in a diagonal it looks more like curtains. So it's a pretty cool perimeter that we also flossed the ceiling, but as you can see there's still netherrack left. This one was a lazy flossing, not a perfect flossing. In the next perimeter we have here is the Wither Skeleton Farm perimeter, which is very close to my Nether Hub. I found a fortress uh, very early game. And we didn't need a perimeter here because it's a soul sand valley, but I decided to mine one anyways because it's always great to have an excuse to mine in Minecraft. And over in this tunnel here we have our most recent perimeter that is also a skeleton farm, but not a wither skeleton farm. It's regular skeleton farm. Where is it? It's loading. There we go. Yeah, we have these gas pushers that push the skeletons in mine carts, and then we kill them. In the center here, as you can see, these mine carts will grab the skeletons there. There it is, the skeletons coming, and I'm just gonna turn this off, but yeah, you can see the skeletons come here, and we can kill them. I didn't do a good start yet, but it works, okay? It's a new exclusive design for a farm that everyone needs, right? Yeah, you need all these bowls to craft dispensers, and it's very necessary. It's not just an excuse to mine more netherrack. Okay, it's just an excuse to mine more netherrack. Let's go to the overworld now. Ah, look at me, I'm not in the overworld, I tricked you. But I actually will go through this portal to the overworld because this is my creeper farm. This is just where the creepers go through portals in the overworld and die there. And we get all the drops here. This farm produces 69 shulker boxes of gunpowder per hour. It's a crazy farm. In here we are in the overall part. As you can see, it's just a big hole, a perimeter, and the creepers spawn underneath this black stone here, and they fall into portals. Let's see if I can open a hole here and show you guys. See, the creepers spawn under these trapdoors. The observer detects the string, push a blocking, the creeper goes to the portal. Exclusive design, never seen before. 69 shulker box of gunpowder per hour. Buy now. I'm not selling designs, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Let's go to the next build. And the next build is actually pretty close to our creeper farm. And it is another farm. It's a gold farm. In the overworld, yes, one of those portal span gold farm with a bunch of portals and a bunch of piglins spawning and a bunch of lag. So we are not gonna spend too much time here. Yeah, it's a gold farm. And right next to the gold farm I have my first base in this world, my desert base. That just has some basic farms like villager trading, sheep farm, crops. Has a pyramid because it's a desert base and everyone makes a pyramid in the desert. And right next to our desert base we have some other farms. This one is very cool, it's a Raidcolliseum. If I get inside here you can see the headstone. It's just a bunch of stone generators and basalt generators that push the stone and basalt up here. If we turn this lever on, you can see that whenever anything gets destroyed here, it will get regenerated. The walls is the same thing. And that's because sometimes TNT drops from those dispensers. We have dark rooms there where mobs spawn. We just saw a zombie spawning, so we might get creepers. And we also usually spawn a wither here. Okay, that's the TNT I was talking about. Let's turn this off. And we also have a regular raid farm here. It's not one of those crazy stack raiding farms one. This is just a regular one. And this is our bad omen farm where we get bad omen from the pillagers. This is just a basic drone farm for tridents and nautilus shells mostly. This is a really cool creeper farm where we also have a skeleton there to kill the creepers and get discs. And we can name the creepers with name tag, bring them over here where we have a charged creeper farm where we can get a bunch of mob heads. And connected to the pillager outpost we have this rail line, so we can get pillagers and pacify them. And this is our original design copper farm I built in 1.17. I don't use this that much anymore because it's just easier to mine copper after 1.18. But yeah, this is where the pillagers come and they try to shoot that column. The water makes the arrows go down. and eventually they lose the crossbow. And this is my old copper farm. Like I said, I use the Hot and Flash, the zombies hold the Hot and Flash to stop counting for the mob capping. More zombies spawn and then they convert into uh, grounds there in the water. Oh, and by the way, remember the long neck map? Dave Guy 1604. No, wait, no, it's just Dave Guy underscore. Yes, he is the inspiration for that Raidcolliseum. He built a Raidcolliseum in his hardcore world, and that's what inspired me to build my own in this world. And also close to these farms, we have this that is just some mini games I made. This one is just one that you drop a you can drop yourself here or an armor stand and wait for the goals to decide where the armor stand goes, if it's magenta or cyan. And this one is just a dice, a d20 that you press the button and you get a number from 0 to 19. There we go, we got 3 this time. And here we have a cherry tree that looks like a cotton candy. And this is my sniffer farm where I have sniffers collecting seeds for me, and the allays will collect the drops and drop it there in a note block. That's the name of the note block. And yeah, this is pretty close to my spawn. My spawn point is right here where we have all the beacons, and we have this build here that I built for Moose as a lore. It's the Fiery Forest, and that is the Vexplosion. It was a very challenging build because there is a lot of detail, and I'm not very used to building with too much detail. And I also did this, that is a cool headstone thing that makes the Vexplosion shoot TNT from the ice. Boom. Pretty cool. Oh, and another cool stuff we have at spawn is underneath these beacons, we have a secret passage where we have a couple things here. Like we have this temporary egg farm and I need some eggs, so I'm temporary farming. I will kill those chickens later. And this here is a variable item sorter that you can change the items that you are sorting. It's very useful, for example, if you are mining a perimeter, you can sort whatever you are mining. Or if you go through the battering farm, you can get all the items from the battering farm here. And this is my iron farm at spawn, so we can always be producing iron here. Pretty cool. And I don't think there is oh, that's the chunk loader for the mob switch, the nether mob switch. And speaking of mob switches, we also have an overall mob switch that is right here. So if we go inside here, we have a mob switch that when the mobs are on this side, they are inside the spawn chunks. If I show the chunk borders here, and if we move the mobs to the other side, they are outside spawn chunks now, so my farms will work. Let's leave it like this for now so we can show the farms working. And also pretty close to spawn, we have a cool build here where I built a bunch of structures from the game, like an indie city, an ancient city, there's a woodland mansion, and I brought a bunch of mobs here, like you just saw. There's a shulker there. There is a warden in the ancient city. I'm not gonna get too close to the warden. There is a lot of mobs inside the woodland mansion. I'm not gonna show because there is too many. There is guardians and elder guardians there. There's a village outpost. There is a witch hut. The witch hut was actually a witch hut that we found in here. There is this maze based on the Shining movie. There is a stable for skeleton horses. It's kind of my spooky Halloween area kind of stuff. Yeah, we have, oops. We have this witch hut, like I said, in the original witch that was here is still here. And we also have some grounds here. Inside these drown ruins, we have a farm for these flowers, these swamp flowers. We have a fortress with skeletons, the Halloween skeleton, winter skeletons, Halloween zombified piglins, and some blazes. And speaking of Warden, we have a Warden farm, so let's go there now. Oh my god, I'm blind now. I can't see where I'm going. Okay, this is my Warden farm. We have a cool redstone thing here. It is a Warden that is hidden in the walls. If you try to escape it, it will go up in the other walls. Pretty cool, but the farm itself is here. You just stand on this shrieker, and as you can see, the drops all the way here. And yeah, the wardens spawn on these blocks, and when they spawn, the blocks retract. I guess we need to wait for 4 strikes. Oh, there it is. We saw the warden spawn and fall down there. And we can shoot the wardens there, but eventually they die for spamming. Actually, shoot the warden. The water down there pushes them into a one by one hole. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, you can see there's a bunch of wardens there. Eventually they will die for anti-spamming, but you can also help by shooting some spectral arrows so you can see the wardens there. Original design, by the way. Let's go to the next build. The next build is very close to spawn. You can see the beacons at spawn, the explosion there, and it is the last Netherrack Temple. We built a temple to place this, that is the last Netherrack block in the 420 by 420 perimeter, and I'm using this as a storage for items that I have a lot, like stone, gravel, that is netherrack, that is gunpowder, there is sandstone, blackstone. There's a lot of stuff here that I have a lot. And behind this build, we have the Alace Islands. That's just a static build I made for the Alace. So we can come here, play the music, and give amethyst shards for the Alace, and duplicate Alace if we need more. And behind the Alace Islands here, we have our puffer fish farm. Yeah, this is a farm so we can get puffer fish to make potions. So the way it works is you just turn on this lever, turn on the lever in the other farm here, and as you can see, the fish will spawn in the water, and then the Pistons remove the water so the fish fall in the with the roses and die. Let's use the hitbox, makes it easier to see the fish. Yeah, you get a lot of cod and tropical fish too, but it's a good way to get the puffer fish. It does have to be in a lurky, warm ocean. And next to this farm here, oh, I actually needed to turn this off. Okay, and next to this pufferfish farm, we have one of our stronghold builds. It's in a jungle, and I built a bunch of houses here. I really like this build. I think it's simple but looks cool. We can come from the Nether too, and the stronghold itself is down here, and the portal is right there. But the cool thing about this place is this temple I built here. This jungle temple that has a maze inside it. Yeah, so if we open the door here, you can see there is a maze. But the really cool thing about this maze, if we break inside here, is that we have these doors that open and close the hand only. So you can see we have items here, and whenever the shovel drops here, the signal strength is uh, big enough that will open and close the doors here. So it's a really cool maze with doors that open and close. It's actually kind of hard to get through this maze. And another cool build we have is this Oriental base area where I did quite a few builds, and just two of them have some uh, functionality. That is, this one is a seagrass farm where we can farm seagrass using shears here. And this one is a turtle egg farm where we can use the seagrass to breed the turtles and then get some turtle eggs. Okay, the next build we're gonna show is Octantles. It's this big octagon. It's 512 blocks from one wall to the other. And it's pretty much just an industrial district where we have a whole bunch of farms. Some are just regular good old farms that we see every day, like this sheep farm here or wool farm. There is a bamboo farm here, some crops farm there, sugar cane, melons and pumpkins. But there are some pretty cool farms here, like this one here. We have an iron farm in the center, and this is a slime chunk, as you can see. And yeah, the iron golem just killed the slimes. So eventually when the iron golem dies, another one spawns and keep killing the slimes. It's pretty cool. We also have this custom design here for a boss farm. We have this pretty cool brewing stand here where all the redstone is underneath the floor. We also have this custom design for a azalea tree farm. There's also this guardian farm here where the LAs collect the blocks. I guess they are kind of slow because there's too many drops there. And there is this cool thing here where we can place the copper blocks to oxidize, because there is a bunch of oxidized slabs on next to the copper blocks. They oxidize faster, so it's a very compact way to oxidize a full choker of copper blocks here at a time. But my favorite farm in Octantles is this Chorus fruit farm here. Oh, the TNT just exploded in the tree farm here. Kinda scared him a little bit. But yeah, this farm works by using this calibrated skulk. So whenever I eat a golden apple here, it will send a signal that will remove this block here using the stick piston. And we have 24 snow golems in each of these chambers that will try to shoot an endermite in the minecart there. And the snowballs will break the Chorus fruit. So let's do it. I guess I can also just eat it over here. See? Oh, they start shooting, and the signal goes through everywhere, opening all the blocks there, and all of them start shooting. And as you can see, even when they hit the minecart, doesn't break the minecart or anything, but they are very bad. They have a very bad aim, and don't hit the minecart that often, so we break a lot of the short bars. As you can see, there's a bunch of chorus flowers dropping here, and it looks like it's snowing. Oh, it's snowing. Merry Christmas or something. But yeah, to turn off, all you have to do is get closer to the scope sensor here, the calibrate scope sensor, eat something, or you can also drink a potion or something, and it will toggle the blocks there, start closing everything, making the snow golems stop shooting. There we go. And then all you have to do is turn on the water here. That will break all the Chorus fruit and lag a lot because of the the particles breaking here. But yeah, there it is. And now all you have to do is collect all the drops and replant the Char's fruit. So yeah, while I replant here, let's go to the next build. Okay, this farm is our flower farms that we can just place one meal here, turn on this and make a lot of noise and farm some flowers here. And yeah, because they changed the how the flowers spawn in 1.18, and I built this farm, these farms before 1.18, there is a bunch of the same flowers here, a bunch of orange tulips, but yeah, we eventually got most of the flowers here. I think I don't have a Lily of the Valley anymore. And here we have a shulker farm that I didn't decorate or anything. And this farm is designed by Ending Credits. I'll leave a link in the description. A pretty fast shulker farm that uses these shulkers here to shoot more bullets at the shulker there to be a faster farm. So yeah, pretty cool. And a little bit over this way, the chunks load. We have this mountain I built here that is a snow powder farm. Pretty close to our villager farm here, our Bad Omen farm and the Raidcolliseum I forgot to show before, so here it is. The shulker farm we just saw is over there. And over this way we have some other stuff. Oh, there it is. This is our Why the People Also map art. And we have this here that I built to celebrate 1 million villager trades. Because the 1 million trade was with this cartographer here to buy a ocean explorer map to this temple here. So we came here in this temple and built this to celebrate 1 million villager trades. And over this way we have our bat farm. Yes, that's right, we farm bats. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, so the way it works, there is portals underneath the bat sign there. And those portals, when we flick this lever, they turn it on and off. And yeah, when they are off, there is no light there, so the mobs can spawn, the bats can spawn. Let's see if I can get inside here. Yeah, I can't break in here, or the water will uh, will flood the farm there. But yeah, you can hear the portals breaking. So when the bats get teleported to the Nether, you can come here and see the Nether side in a second. There it is. This is the Nether side. So the bats teleport through here, where we spawn wither. In the wither, it's locked here in the bedrock and starts killing the bats, so we can get wither roses. That's a bat farm for wither roses. And this is right next to the wither skeleton farm perimeter here. Next we have our Mushroom Island village here, where there's a bunch of villagers and I try to build a lot of buildings like this church that we are on top of now. There's a lighthouse, smithing house, a keep, bunch of small houses, a library, that's the cartographer's house, there's a barn, a farmhouse there, a windmill. There's a lot of cool builds around here. This one is for the Fletchers. That's the church. Yeah, it was a really cool building project. I learned a lot about building here. I'm still learning how to build in Minecraft. I just know how to mine. In here we have a guardian farm that I built before 1.18, so it doesn't work very well now. Because there is a bunch of caves underneath now because they added a bunch of deep slate. Yeah, it still works, but not as great as before. And it looks cool at least, right? Pretty cool build. Circle guardian farm here. And pretty close to our guardian farm, we have this coral reef biome here, where I built some other farms, but there is a really cool thing here. So this is just a pickle farming, that's a coral farm. But the real cool thing is inside this building here. If we go down this hole, that is our tropical fish Pokedex. We press this, there is a cool floor effect here. And as you can see, when you waterlog a chest with a bucket of fish, the fish stays on top of the chest. A really cool trick. And yeah, these fish that we have here are the 22 common fish types. But then we have this machine to sort all the other air fish types. And these are the maps I made in the end to mark which fishes we have. So for example, if we want to see the red and gray clayfish, we come here, select red, and select gray, and we press the button, and as you can see, the minecart here goes. And yeah, this is how it works. There's minecarts with poker boxes with the fish, and we use the pod to as placeholders for the fishes that we don't have yet. And the machine works by dropping all those chokers in hoppers there, and then selecting the correct color, and then the minecart comes this way, drops all the buckets that were inside the choker, select the correct second color, and then displays the fish here. And now it's a problem that I'm inside here because I will pick the fish there. It's fine, I got it. But yeah, as you can see, the machine displays the fish there and drops a water bucket here. So you can just look at the fish, and when you are done, you can collect the fish, place it back here, and it will go back in the minecart, and then the minecart will collect all the other fish and choker boxes back and come back here eventually. So yeah, it's a pretty cool machine that we call the Tropical Fish Pokedex. And yeah, there is 3072 air types of fish to collect. I don't think I will collect all of them anytime soon. It probably would take hundreds of hours to collect them, and I have some netherrack to mine, so this is a side project that probably never will be completed. And speaking about projects that will take hundreds of hours to finish, this is the city project, where I only built the roads so far, the streets, and yeah, we still need to build a bunch of stuff here, of course, all the buildings. We have a map area here so you can see that we have the streets but no buildings yet. But look at this, this is a project I actually finished the western town in a mesa biome. There's a train station here, there's a lot of builds here. Well, not a lot, but it's a cool project that also I did it just for the aesthetics, just for building. But also there's a bunch of pillagers here, or yeah, named after people used to play with me in a server. And look at this, there's a door that opens with one button, and there's a vault where I keep all my gold. Since I'm close by, I'm gonna show my battery farm. Just drop a bunch of gold there, the piglins will drop stuff and you place in the shulkers. There's a trash can for the stuff you don't want. It's simple. And the place we are going to is another stronghold build. It's the third stronghold. Oh, I forgot to show you off Tantlis. There is actually a stronghold there. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but there is way too much stuff in my world to remember everything. But anyways, remember Octantlis, there's also a stronghold there, by the way. That's actually why I chose that place, but it's fine. Sometimes I forget stuff. Yeah, this is a building I made to celebrate mining 1 million blocks. So each block that we mine 1 million has a planet. And I have some statistics here that we hit 1 million. Mob kills and blocks mined. So yeah, it's just a cool build to celebrate that. And if we go through this hole here, we can get some Char's fruit and a map. Oh, and if we eat Char's fruit, first try, not really. But yeah, we get teleported to this room here, where we are in space. And if we hold the map, the stars start blinking. Look at this. It's cooler if I show like this. We are in space. Yeah, the way this trick works is we have a bunch of maps on the floor here, as you can see. And it's floors, walls, and the ceiling. It's all map arts. And I guess one of the maps went all the way up there and we lost it. But yeah, and how we make these stars blink is that we have pistons up here where the map art is, pushing blocks up and down. I will go there and show you guys in a second. Yeah, and you can eat another Char's fruit. We'll get down here where we have our Lurkers Army 2.0 with all the people that support me on Twitch, that watch a lot of Twitch. Like Moose, for example, that is the biggest level 14 Lurker. Oh, and yeah, it's a Stronghold, by the way. This time I remember to show the Stronghold. And we have a secret door here, where we keep the stuff to upgrade the Lurker's army. But also we can fly up the surface, where you can see the map art I was talking about, if it loads. Yeah, and we have pistons going up and down, as you can see, with a bunch of... Ooh, I can go up there, yeah, with a bunch of lag headstone. It's lagging a little bit. And this is just a temporary cactus farm I made to make the fog effect in the Froglight farm perimeter with 300,000 green glass. I needed a lot of green dye too. Yeah, kinda close to our blinking stars map art. We have this farm here. That's just a simple ice farm where you have your waterlogged slabs in diagonal to refill the water. And we have a elemental here, the screaming goat, the icy scream. And this is also very close to the other farms I showed earlier, like the charged creeper farm is right here. Anytime now it's gonna load. Yeah, I'm trying to play with 32 render distance to show how stuff are close to each other or relative to each other, but uh, yeah, my computer can't handle all that. And yeah, close to the goat or the ice farm and the charged creeper farm, we have this is a new build. It's Such's Lar. It's a pyramid that is also a power plant. Would be great if it starts thundering right now so I can show, but it's probably not gonna thunder, so you can go watch the episode we built this. Because on top of the pyramid here we have this lightning rod on top of a piston here, and if you use a trident with a channeling there during a thunderstorm, it strikes a bunch of thunder, and it's really cool. And right behind it we have this that is James Lar, 400 by 400 perimeter that we are still mining for a drone farm, because we were mining a 400 by 400 perimeter in the down SMP that I played with Jamie, and then the server closed, so I decided to restart the project and mine it over here. And now we got to the final project, the project that I'm currently working on. It's a very big project that is trying to do a mini game based on Vault Hunters. So the way Vault Hunters work, wait, why do I have a block of emerald here? It was supposed to be a uh, yes, it was supposed to be an end crystal. Yeah, because on Vault Hunters you drop a Vault Crystal to start the portal. So that's how it works here. And yeah, here we are in the Vault Hunters minigame that is not ready yet. But we did a lot of progress here. As you can see, there is a lot of rooms built already here. Pretty cool rooms, like this one has a dragon. There is, this one is like another fortress. We have a bumble, the cacti here. Bumble, or whatever. We have a library from Stronghold. We have this dungeon here. We have an ancient city. Sizes. Yeah, we have a lot of rooms based on stuff that we saw in the world today, like the Froglight Farm, the Wither Skeleton Farm Perimeter, the Fiery Forest custom biome at spawn, and I even built this room that's based on a room from Vault Hunters. That's the factory room. But yeah, there is still quite a lot to do in this project. And by the way, we are like underneath on layer negative 32 here. So yeah, I had to mine over 1,000,000 deep slate to make enough space to build all this. And there is a crazy amount of headstone going here, and we still needed to do a lot more headstone and a little bit more building too. So yeah, if you wanna see me finish this build, subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Twitch, because I will be streaming a lot of this world there. And thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a long one. Hopefully you guys liked it, and I may or may not have forgot to show something because there is too much stuff. So yeah, hang out on streams, and there you can ask for me to show something better if you think I showed something too fast in this video. And thank you so much everyone that has been supporting the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye!